Well, welcome, folks, to the Nursphere channel. I'm Hal. I want to talk about Band-Aids. I'm getting right to it. I'm not going to waste any time. Let me give you a little bit of history on Band-Aids. Band-Aids came out in 1920, about 105 years ago today, around that time, give or take. It was basically a layman who cut his hand, and he came up with an idea where he would use cotton. Most people would think of cotton anyway. Come on, it's not anything new. I'm sure people have used cotton all the time. But in this case, this guy used cotton and duct tape and he showcased it. And before you know it, Johnson & Johnson picked him up and gave him a lifetime job. And from a layman's perspective, Band-Aids are just as simple as that, guys. Now, the medical community has been backing Band-Aids for many, many years. So before we start talking about wound care and we start talking about Nursphere, let me just preface this, is that there is no therapeutic reason why you have to use Band-Aids. Or put it like this, Band-Aids do not offer any therapeutic remedy. In fact, it's useless. The only thing Band-Aids for is for soaking up blood, and then once it soaks it up, you remove them. At that point, we would call these minor injuries superficial. And the term superficial basically means that you are given the right to self-care, or you should be able to give self-care yourself in a situation that is so minor. So that's basically the situation there, guys. So that's where I spend most of my energy is on superficial wounds, because I'm not a clinical physician. I am just like you. I came up with an idea that just makes complete, absolute sense that no one in the medical community has ever thought about using. And I asked myself the question, why? Why didn't someone with a huge medical background in all of the universities, why didn't they just come up with an idea that I came up with? Well, they didn't. So what am I supposed to do, sit around and wait? No. I created a product called Nursphere. And what Nursphere does, it houses the wound and it prevents anything from touching it. So for those who have sensitive skin and they do not want these chemical residues or breakdown plastics or all of the different kind of substrates that they use on these bandages today, you're probably better off not having your skin touch any of that stuff, and that's just real. Let's just be real. So I came up with the product that guards and protects your wound. And since it's transparent, you can see what's going on. You can check it out. See things that's happening to your skin. Is it healing? Is it not? And so what I did was create a number of prototypes and came up with a basic size that will cover about the two sizes of two Band-Aids, the largest one they have. And so I said, well, as long as we create a dome that can contain both of those size, the large size bandage, then that should be more than enough, okay? And if it's something larger than that, then you should be going to a doctor or a nurse or somebody. But in this case, most of the wounds that you would go to the grocery store and you buy those Band-Aids, Nursphere is here to replace that. So tune in next time. I'll talk to you a little bit more about some of the things that we're doing and how we're making life a little easier and how we want to keep people on the right track and do the right thing. All right. Thank you.